Fermanagh U17 manager Phil O'Connor readying his troops for Ulster. Fermanagh U17 manager Phil O'Connor feels that his side can perform on the day, then there is no reason that they cannot book their place in the next round of the Ulster Championship. Fermanagh begin their campaign with an away game against Antrim this Saturday evening in Corrigan Park, Belfast. Look, we are well capable of beating them, but we have to look after ourselves. We have to be prepared properly, we have to work hard, keep the ball and do all the right things, and if we do that then we'll be there or thereabouts at the end. Like all Fermanagh teams, if we turn up and perform, we will give a very good account of ourselves, but we can't afford an off day, said O'Connor. Fermanagh produced a mixed bag of performances during their Ulster League programme, but O'Connor thought much of that was down to the short period of time that the competition was run off. The league was a bit messed up with the weather and we ended up playing Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday and then the following Tuesday, so we ended up playing too many games in a short period of time. That is tough when we don't probably have the same depth as what other counties have, he said. We were competitive enough in the league. We beat Derry in a great game in Derry on a Wednesday night, but then we were playing Donegal away 3 days later and then Tyrone away 4 days after that. Those two games came on top of us after a hard physical game against Derry, and against Donegal we were off par right from the start. We matched Tyrone though and we were level with 15 minutes to go, although they ended up pulling away in the last 15 minutes. The final league game saw Fermanagh face this Saturday's opponents Antrim, and it was one that the Saffrons came away with a win, although Fermanagh will feel that it is one that they should have secured the points from. We started very well and we were in control, but we gave away a very bad goal before half-time. We started the second half well then, and were back in control, but then we had a man sent off and we conceded something like 2-0 in 3 minutes, so there is lessons to be learned in that. We have to be able to manage things that happen on the pitch better, and we need players to stand up and take ownership and leadership on the pitch. We'll have definitely learned from that game though, and we will have also learned plenty about Antrim, added O'Connor. And this championship encounter is a game that both sides will feel they can win. Antrim have some good players and as always they will be hard to beat. They will turn up fully expecting to beat Fermanagh, but as I said, if we can perform then we won't be far away, stated O'Connor. It is all change for the championship this year, with the drop in age from U18 to U17 and the games no longer the curtain raiser for the senior game. However, O'Connor stresses it is still a big deal for those involved. It might not have that glamour of being on the same day as the senior championship, but any time that you are going to represent your county in an Ulster Championship there is still a lot attached to it. It is something big and something to look forward to, he said. Aaron Boss has been dealt a couple of injury blows in the lead-up to the game, with Peter Rafferty and Josh Largo-Ellis both ruled out. Injuries have caught up on us a bit. Peter Rafferty, who would have been in contention to start, is out, and Josh Largo-Ellis, who would also have been in contention to start, dislocated his kneecap last weekend, and that rules him out also. Hopefully though others will step up and perform on the day, he added. Defensively, Fermanagh will be looking for big displays from the likes of Lee Green, Aaron McManus, Brian McGovern and Gareth McGovern as they look to keep a tight rein on the Antrim attack. Captain Joe McDade is a real driving force in the middle of the park for the Ironmen and will be a key player alongside Dyra Hill as Fermanagh look to secure possession in middle third, while they will then look to the likes of Darragh McBrien, Connor Love and Acklin O'Cathan to make an impact on proceedings at the top end of the pitch.